This is really, truly awesome because the power that just came in front of me was so uplifting, and it was so much to do with what I'm going to talk about that it almost was written this way. And so how does someone stand here and think, we spin this, this wheel, and yet one after another, we all just heard this. And so, we heard everyone's story and the lead up, and I'm so excited, and I'm now even more excited to share with you what I want to talk about. So my name is Margaret Ruff, and I'm a leadership development coach, and I've been spending the last few years building a leadership coaching business. I work with managers and leaders and business owners, and I help people get started and build programs, and I'm helping everyone else do what they need to do, and yet I've been trying to figure out, how do I really, really get into doing what I want to do? And, this has been sort of a theme almost my whole life. I've had lots of achievement, lots of success, been to school many, many times, lots of degrees. I was a school teacher. I was a school administrator. I studied, at graduate school levels. I've just done a lot of work and study and work and study and try to achieve, try to prove myself, try to be someone, someone please. And I've always felt okay with my life. I've had a great life. And yet at the same time, I was like, what am I doing? And why is it never working? So about 16 years ago, I had my son, and I was going to this is it, I figured it out. I'm going to stay home, and I'm going to be a mom, and this is going to work great for me. And left my career and just was going to give it all to being a mom. I do love being a mom. And in fact, today, some of the rewards of having taken that move and that step in my life really, really have made a big difference for him, for me, and my family, and really for my life. However, about 10 years ago, I started really feeling like I really wasn't happy at home. I didn't want to go back to work. I didn't really know how to move forward. I did go back to school. Once again, tried again. And about 5 years into that, constantly trying to do leadership and all these different positions and things like that. And what ended up happening was I found coaching, and I loved it. And I began to really find my feet in the sand. And so I just want to briefly talk about the past year where I found Annie Garland, I found eWomen Network, and I came here thinking I'm going to really make something here. And even about 6 months ago, I still had that feeling, how am I going to make this work? And I even called Annie up and I said that. And in the meantime, back behind the scenes, I had this idea that being in business and this life that I'm talking about is very much like standing in the sand, looking back, watching beautiful waves, watching people have fun, watching people do something that I want to do, but I'm not willing to jump in the water and do it. And so I began seeing this metaphor between the ocean and the waves and the power of people who master something like as big as surfing on 80-foot waves. And how do they do that? Well, they do that by getting up every day, getting into their work, having passion for what they do, and really caring. So about 6 months ago, when I spoke to Annie, and I said, I need some inspiration here, and the $1 Million Success program that you have the opportunity to listen to this week with Sandra Yancey, well, that was running right around this time, and it was right before the conference, and I really wasn't clear about what I was doing for my business or myself. And I just mustered up one more round of energy, and I attended the program, and about 20 minutes into, I'll never forget it, the meeting with Sean Aker, I felt this desire to spread passion and to go for it with this idea of waves. A week later, I signed up to work with Sandra Yancey in the SOAR program. I'm a SOAR with Sandra student. I actually work with Sandra Yancey in her SOAR program, and in this program, we've designed my Waves coaching program. So I'm about to roll it out in January. W, wisdom. A, analysis. V, vision. E, evaluate. And S, success. And the Waves coaching program is for women in business who are ready to make bigger waves. So here we go.